Robert was convinced that his cat was trying to kill him. After using the litter box, Mr. Cuddles kicked the litter around, leaving a big gaping hole in the middle of the box. Robert was positive that Mr. Cuddles was practicing body burial. Robert also occasionally woke up on the sofa after his afternoon nap to find Mr. Cuddles kneading about on his body. Robert was certain that this was not a display of affection, but a clever technique in which Mr. Cuddles was very subtly checked his internal organs for weaknesses. Cuddles' find seemed to have settled on the pancreas. Robert stopped having afternoon naps. And so Robert went through every day and every night in fear that his cat would come out of the darkness and suddenly disembowel him. For some of the cat medicine men had mysterious powers and could shapeshift into anything. Robert was also sure that there existed a secret king of cat terrorists bent over and overthrowing humankind via fake cuteness and disarming meows. He dubbed these vile scum as cat terrorists, and Robert was not good at names. Robert would have killed Mr. Cuddles himself, if not in fear of the reputation that he would bring onto himself from the crazed cult of cat terrorists, who would undoubtedly claw themselves into his house and try and lay giant rat traps everywhere, in which Robert speculated they would use that part of love for cruel irony. He tried to imitate Mr. Cuddles by goading him into a staring competition, but he always lost. Mr. Cuddles never blinked, those damn cat eyes staring straight at him, straight down into his soul. They seemed to know everything about him. They seemed to be taunting him. Robert took a lot of amphetamines, and they were not only allowed him to stay awake against the hallowed forces of evil, they also gave unto him knowledge about these cats and their plans. It was as if some higher being was giving him help. He was very, very grateful towards this higher being. He often asked how he could ever repay him. The conversation usually went something like this. "Oh, great, magnificent, God of all, however I can repay you." "Mo pills, if you do insist, O divine master." And so Robert took quite a few pills, secure in the knowledge that if the cat ever encroached upon his personal safety, the higher being would smack it to death, probably with a large baseball bat. However, one day the higher being dissipated, gone. Robert was extremely uneasy. He assured that the cats had kidnapped the higher being using some sort of advanced technology. Coincidentally, slightly before this, he also ran out of pills. It was also no good. Robert was addicted to the amphetamines, but he went into his usual dealer, Jacob, down the street, below the giant oak tree. Jacob was handing over a bag, asked him what the problem was. "No problem," said Robert. "Well," Jacob said, "your eyes almost look like that a lot of a cat's, and if your mustache looks strange, almost as if it was turning into cat whiskers." Robert ran all the way back home. He couldn't find the mirror. The only mirror he had was smashed by Mr. Cuddles a week ago, and even as Robert ran around the house looking for the mirror, Mr. Cuddles followed him with what appeared to be a ghost of a smirk on his face. Robert finally found a piece of jagged glass which had fallen off from the smashed mirror. "Yes," he thought, as he stared at the heart of the glass. "These do look like cat eyes, and it looks as if I'm growing whiskers. I'm growing into a cat." Suddenly the glass flashed the image of Mr. Cuddles. Robert looked behind him and screamed. Mr. Cuddles was right behind him, staring at him as if saying, "Ha ha, you're one of us. You're one of us." Robert took the piece of jagged glass and slashed open his own throat. Mr. Cuddles walked along the street and went underneath the great oak tree, where he waited for a bit, until a black cat came along. They both nodded and meowed to each other, conversing for a while, until seemingly agreeing on something, they parted ways. Mr. Cuddles went down the street to find a new owner, while the black cat looked around for a while. Then, having made sure the street was empty, he closed his eyes and concentrated, using his features to start morphing. His posture grew more upright and his fur disappeared. His eyes grew more angular, his nose became more defined, his whiskers shrank inwards, and slowly his features began to resemble that of a peculiar drug dealer whose body was found in the gutter a week ago. A man named Jacob. He took the packet of amphetamines out of his pocket and grinned.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.